I had to dig deep within my soul to bring out this story time. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me again, and it's time for another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about how a guy broke into my room. Please, guys, it takes me literally ages, days, weeks to curate content, come up with YouTube ideas. So I would really appreciate it. Please subscribe, join the notification gang, never miss any one of my videos again, share and like my videos. Thank you so much. So on to the business of the day, guys. I had to dig deep within my soul to bring out this story time. Let me dive into it. I used to be at UZET. I did my undergraduate studies there, and during my first year I was a resident student, so I used to live on campus, and I used to live in NC4, the ground floor. So this one Sunday I went to church for the evening service. I used to love evening service. Evening service was packed. You would have those sessions with Trim, like with Pastor Bonnie, where it's like freestyle worship, like spontaneous worship, and I used to live for that. So I went, I came back, spirit filled, energized in the spirit and feeling good, and I walked into my hostel. And as I'm walking, I meet two of the girls that actually live in my hostel. They are agriculture engineering students, and I say hi. And I noticed that with them are these two other guys. I think they were engineering students as well. I didn't pay attention to them. So I walk past them because I've greeted them. And I'm walking, right? And I was wearing this form-fitting dress. It cannot be described otherwise. It's just form-fitting dress. So I was wearing my form-fitting dress. It was a green dress. I used to love my green dress. It had lace and oh my god. Okay, so I was wearing this form-fitting dress and I'm walking, and one of the guys, like, he makes a comment like, "Oh, you're looking so good, nice dress, whatnot." And I didn't pay attention to that because, in the African context, this always happens. You always have men who are complimenting or sometimes insulting ladies. So I didn't pay attention. I didn't give them the time of the day. I walked to my room. I opened the door. I take off my shoes, and I unfortunately forget to lock my room. Then, after I take off my shoes and I'm about to take off my dress, that's when I turn, and guess who I find? I find that guy who commented on my form-fitting dress. Guys, my heart raced that instant, and I was like, what's happening? Like, what is this guy doing in my room? Who invited you here? You are here on whose order? The guy, he's drunk, obviously. Nobody does that sober. He has already taken it upon himself. He's sitting on my bed. He's comfortable. And I used to have this very pictorial wall. Like, I was doing anatomy. And anatomy, like, you need to know your bones. You need to know them exactly and their position. So I had, like, pictorials on the bones of the brain, the whole skeletal system, the femur, the tibia, the whatnot, the scapula, those ones. Yeah, I had all those. So he starts browsing my room and he notices these bones that have been drawn on the wall, and he starts asking me like, "Are you a medical student?" And I'm like, "No." Then he's like, "So why do you read all these bones?" And I was like, "Because I'm doing anatomy." The way that he was questioning me was making me not pay attention to the fact that this guy has welcomed himself in my room, was not invited. He just came and sat on my bed. Then when I finally got my senses, I'm like, okay, what is happening right now? He was wearing a shirt like mine, and he wants to take off the first button. I don't know, he wanted to unbutton his shirt or something. And guys, that's when I was like, Satan, not today, not any other day. I'm not even entertaining you. I took him by the hand and I told him, like, get out this instant. He didn't want to go, but he ended up going, and I locked the room. And I don't know, I was just so shaken because it was a time when a lot of girls were being raped. There are a lot of stories about girls being raped on campus. There are a lot of stories about guys who are drunk, breaking in. I was so shaken. I was so afraid, and I was like, Lord, like, what just happened? I think I told one of my friends, and after I told her, like, I never really put it in my mind. And with assignments, tests, whole work of an undergraduate student, I ended up sort of like forgetting about it. But unfortunately, Faculty of Agriculture and the Faculty of Engineering, they were like within meters. They are so close to each other. I began bumping into that guy. You know, it's one thing to try and forget about an incident, and it's another bumping into that very same person. And sometimes I'll be walking with my friend, the one I told the story. We bump into this guy, this engineering student, and he wants to hit on my friend, right? And as he's trying to hit on her, I look at him and he remembers the incident, and all of a sudden, like, he's gone, or he's just like, I'll see you guys around, whatnot. And I really feel like the guilt, he was feeling guilty, like it carried through with him. Like, you know, I can even tell you that one of my last exams, my final exams, I was in the library, and you know, we used to read on these tables, like they are so big, like almost like a 12-seater table. As I was preparing for my exam, guess who was seated on the other end of the table? It was him. And I could tell that, like, he was agitated, because you know, once you do an act, it carries you through life. You can't forget it. Like, and like, I was like, I'm not even paying attention. I'm going to read for my exam. I'm reading. And I could tell that, like, he could no longer like pay attention. I was there on that chair, like next to, you know, his colleagues opposite him, and I really felt the guilt, and I was just sorry. And I'd like to say, if by any chance he bumps into this video, like, I really forgave you. It was a youthful mistake. It might be trivial to you how God protected me in that instant, because a lot of things could have happened, but he protected me. To you, it might just seem like another, you know, funny story, something to laugh about, but I want to tell you that it is a testimony. It took me today to actually say, Lord, I want you to bring into remembrance all that you've done for me. And one of the things that came up was that incident. Like, I could have been violated, I could have been vandalized, you know, he could have done whatever he wanted to do with me, but the Lord protected me. The funny thing was that when that guy broke in, my other roommate was not there. She was not a roommate, she was a volley. Like, she wasn't around. Who would I have told? And all these things just came back into my mind, that had it not been for the grace of the Lord, had it not been for his protection, things could have really gone wrong. I don't know, like, what you're going through. Maybe you're going through a difficult phase. Maybe things are not working out for you the way you want them to work. Maybe you feel like you're alone. Maybe you feel like there's nobody who understands you. I just wanted you, through this story time, to know that the Lord brings into remembrance. Like, if you sit down, give yourself time, like, you remember an incident where things could have really gone wrong, but the Lord came through for you. The Lord made a way for you. The Lord, you know, showed his hand of protection over you. Me sharing this story with you, confirming that God has been good to me. He was good to me on campus. He's still good to me today, and I really am thankful that he protected me from that guy, and he protected me from whatsoever that could have gone wrong in that incident. And yeah, guys, that's it for me. I just pray that the Lord brings into remembrance, you know, what he has already done for you. You know, sometimes things happen and it doesn't register in our minds that, you know, this was something peculiar. This is something that, had it not been for the Lord, it could have gone really wrong. But it takes an experience, it takes God bringing it back into remembrance for you to realize that this was the hand of the Lord. This was just God. Please share your campus testimonies with me. Let me know what the Lord has done for you. Engage with me in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. I appreciate you so much.